Good afternoon guys, good afternoon ladies, and welcome. This is just a quick update for the Vintage Radio Shack channel. The reason why I've not been on for a few weeks is because I'm actually doing work in here, and we're having a move round because I'm going to start doing radio repairs, only radio repairs, and servicing in this room. I'm not doing them in the workshop because it means I have to keep juggling around, mucking about, moving record players and other stuff about. So I am going to be doing it from in here. We've got everything we need in here. We've got power supply, we've got a good outside aerial, we've got, I brought the test set in, the test set's here, so, you know, we've got all this stuff in here now. We're getting the bench in here sorted out. We've got a bracket to go on the ceiling, a fluorescent light to go up there, we're waiting for that to come in. One of my subscribers has very kindly donated a LED fluorescent tube unit for me, so that's come in. I've just got to cover his postage. Thank you Martin Chipmunk for that. I did offer to pay him, but he wouldn't have it, so wouldn't hear a word of it. So there we go guys, thank you very much for that Martin, that is very much appreciated. Forgive my clothes and everything scattered around here on the jukebox and whatnot, and all this stuff here's got to be moved because this is going to be my work area. As I say, the test set is here. Yeah, forgive my stuff on top of the jukebox, like I say, that's all my clean washing, and I've got to go through all this stuff that's in here. If I bring the other camera around, because what we're going to do, we're going to have this camera here. This camera here is going to be arranged so that it's on me. We're going to be moving it over there somewhere, so it's going to be on me. Probably sit on top of the jukebox, we don't know yet. This camera here is going to be arranged so that it's on me, and if I click the camera, I haven't got none on camera boxes that I bought, and if we go to there, see, we can zoom in and we can get onto the test set. So, you know, we can get onto the test set, and this tripod won't be this far over soon because I've got these crates here which are full of CDs and other things. They've got to be moved, and the camera can then go over that side near the jukebox. You can go over there, or maybe even sit it on top of the jukebox, we don't know, but that's where it's going to be going. And I'll be able to swivel it round, and if I need a camera behind me, I shouldn't do, but if I need one behind me, there's me work area. But we're going to have a camera pointing straight down at that. And that'll probably just be the test set camera. Probably just use that camera for the test set. But that's what we're going to be doing, guys. That's going to be what we're going to be doing. And so it's all going to be done in this room. I'll move this over here for now because I will trip over the wires. I know that because I've done it before. And we've got all, there you go. Right, so if I now go back to camera 1, there we go. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a picture-in-picture sort of thing, so that we can you know, so that we can, like, you know, we can do that by just doing that, and then going to I know I've disappeared, guys, but don't worry about that. Click on that, click on window video capture device, click on that, right, that gives us that camera. Well, I say it gives us that camera. It should do. The cameras are there. I don't understand why it's not giving it us. Weird. Right, so it should give us the camera. USB video. Web camera. That's the web camera. But it's not come up on the screen. So what we'll do, we'll delete that scene. Let's delete that and create it again. I think you have to go to it to delete it. Yeah, right. Let's delete that. There we go. Right, so it's got rid of that. I might end up having to do this off screen. We'll just try it once more. So create screen, create scene, scene 2. That's right. Video capture device, which is there. Create new. Web camera. So why won't it let it do it? That's weird. Because it won't let it start. It won't let it work. Why won't it do it? USB. That's a USB camera. It won't let that work either. Weird. But yeah, the cameras are working. It's strange, isn't it, guys? Yeah, video camera, video capture. Let's try. Oh, hang on, I think I know what I need to do. Capture device. Existing. No, it doesn't work. No. Weird. I'll have to come back to it, guys. Yeah, I'll have to come back to it. There's something I'm obviously not doing right. Let's move this camera, then I can sit a bit closer to the screen, I can have a look. Because I might not be them things, them plates need shifting. Right, so let's try again. So both cameras are working. There's camera 2 and there's camera 1. Hello Jason, how are you doing mate? Yeah, we're just messing about at the moment. Just trying to get me, what do you call it, just trying to create a, what do you call it, so that I can use me, what do you call it, but it won't fucking work, it won't play ball. That's working, and that's working. So if I go to scene 2 and I select, I think I know where I've gone wrong. Image, no. Text, video capture. It's supposed to be video capture. Oh, scene capture. Ah, there we are. There we go. Now if I go to there, then I go to there, scene, camera 2, right. Why can't you get them right at the same fucking size so that they actually fill? You should be able to get them so that they fill the screen equally. Put that there, which is right, so that they look, so they fill the screen equally. That's about it. There we go guys. I'm good, thanks, and you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks Jason. I'm not bad mate. So what we're going to do really, we're going to have this. I won't be on it all the time, because what we're going to do, we're putting another camera up on the ceiling here along with a fluorescent light. And what we're going to do, we're going to do repairs. You've not been on for a bit, Jason. You know, I've not seen you on the other channel, and I've not been on here for a couple of weeks. Because the reason why I've not been on for a couple of weeks is because I am doing work in here trying to get things sorted in this room. I've got the Mildred coming out. Let's go back to the main camera. So that's sorted now. So what I'll do, I've got the Mildred coming out this week, and the Mildred's going to put the camera up for me and the fluorescent tube. We're just going to wait for that to come, and then we're going to get some more repairs and services in, and we'll do some more work, and we'll do some more. I've moved a lot of stuff off this bench. The homemade home base has gone into a little compartment down here in this table, this cabinet. The reel-to-reel tape recorder's been moved. That's got to go over to the hi-fi in the front room at some point. That's got to be moved to over there. My reel-to-reel tapes, I could probably keep them in one of the drawers in here. Because I've got 4 drawers here. This cabinet's got 4 drawers in it. Just give you a quick look at the cabinet if I can. There we go. But there's my desk. Can I zoom out? Oh, that's zooming in. That's as far out as I can ever get. So if I move this, the scraps is on the prowl. There's my cabinet there, guys. There's my cabinet. Oops. Pardon me, showing you all my junk. See, I put the home base and the 6900 for now under there. The 6900 will be coming back out in a minute and going back there. But yeah, that's my cabinet which I bought, and that's a good old cabinet, that good old strong cabinet which I bought off the Mildred's daughter. There's the reel to reel there, the Sony. So you know, that's, you know, what I'm going to be doing with this cabinet, I'm going to be keeping tools. I was going to turn it into a hi-fi cabinet, but I don't need it. So I'm going to be keeping tools in this. This is going to be basically for me tools and things. And I don't know what that is on my floor there. It needs mopping. So let's get me 6900 back. Because my 6900 is down here. And we can have that back up here because we've got room for it. We just pop that there. And I just need to find the power lead that goes into that. Because it was up here, but it seems to have disappeared. And I don't want to go pulling power leads. I don't want to go yanking on things. But we have got the power lead somewhere. If I go to this top one here, this 2 meters, the power lead for the 6900 is wired into that same one. I think it is anyway, but I can't get to it now. Well, that's a bit of a fucker because it was here a minute ago. I'm gonna have to fucking get under there and try and figure out which lead it is. I know which one it is actually, guys. I can see it from here. There's only one problem. Getting to it. I can see it from here. If I get this, if I turn this power supply off for a second. Now my camera disappeared, now it's come back again. Now if I bring this up here, now me 6900 is connected to that one. It's that lead there. So if I pull this lead here through, there we go. Then take it round the back of the monitor. No, my luck, it won't fucking reach without the camera falling off. There we go. No, my luck, it won't fucking reach behind there. Put that behind there. I'm going to have to stick that socket down so it doesn't move. Now if I get the plug for the 6900, and I've just clicked the mouse, don't worry guys, I'll be back in a second. Plug that. Oh, get here you. Where's he gone? There's a drop the bloody lead. Right, that should go in that way. Right. Turn the power back on. Right, everything's fired back up and the 6900 is on. There we go. Right, so basically guys, that's all working now. And this is going to be, and like I say, if I come back to this, let's just see what Jason's been saying. I know I've been busy sorting out my PC and garden. Nice to hear you've been keeping busy too, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah. You know me, Jason. You know me, my friend. I always keep busy. I don't sit there. You know, I've always got something on the boil. There's always something going. So I can turn that off now. But yeah, we're yeah, we can. You know, we're getting things done now, mate. Things are starting to take shape in here. I've always wanted, ever since I bought the test set, I've always wanted to set up. Ever since I got the test set, I've always wanted to set up a dedicated workshop in the shack. That's one thing I've wanted to do. Is just set it up in here, and I can now. You know, it's yeah. We can. We can have it. Yeah, we can have it in here now. We've got some stuff to bring in, like the powered solder station. You know, the vacuum pump, desolder pump. I've got that to bring in. I've got to bring a soldering iron in. Bring a soldering station in. I've got a solder station I can bring in. Bring a soldering station in here. Sort out some screwdrivers. Bring me twiddling sticks in. You know, me tweakers. Bring them. Move me box of twiddling sticks. Bring me twiddling sticks in for making the adjustments. And you know, pretty much it. You know, the radios that were over this side now are now over here, which is where the radios, to be honest with you guys, the radios used to be over here. When I first put this bench in, the radios were over this side on the left, because I'm left-handed, so I have my radios to the left. It's just that I had that reel-to-reel set up. I might even set that back up on the table there, because I've got two speakers, and I might not use the amplifier I was using, the Armstrong. I have got a nice amplifier. I've actually got a Rogers. Yeah, keep the kettle on the boil, absolutely. But I've got a nice amplifier there. I've got a nice amplifier that I purchased from Goldborn at the Goldborn swap meet last time I went, and it cost me. I bought the amplifier. I got the amplifier for £10, and it was down on the left channel. The left channel was down because two of the Darlington outputs were short. They had a base to emitter short, I think. Remember, I think it was either a base to emitter short or a collector to emitter short, or somewhat daft like that. They had a short, so I replaced those two transistors, and that amplifier came back to life again on both channels. It now works. I've not tested it in anger, and I'd really like to. And they do sound nice, them Rogers. They do sound nice. They're British made amplifiers. And back in the day, guys, when it came to amplifiers, we were on top of it. We were on top of our game. You know, we were on top of it when it came to amplifiers. You know, back in the day, nobody made amplifiers like we did, because we made them. Because we know one thing about the British. One thing about us British, we know how things should sound. And basically, when the Japanese started to design their really nice amplifiers, they basically copied our circuits. They just used the same circuits that we were using. You know, all they did use the same circuits, put them in a different box, put the knobs in a different position, and hey presto, you know, that's all it was. Be right back, going for a 10-2, alright. A 10-2, you're going for a grab. Right. Yeah. I went for a 10-100 when I got up. Why is it you always need to go for a pee when you get out of bed? You know, it's weird, isn't it? But anyway, back to the, back to the radios, guys. I mean, this is, this is. If we just turn the camera around for me, we just go back to camera 2. Turn camera 2 back round, and this is going to be my workspace. My workspace is going to be there, guys. I mean, them radios won't be there. That mic and all this stuff won't be here. The tool, there'll be a few tools knocking about. But this, I've got all. If I move this, if I move this desk mic, which is the mic for the, put that there. That needs the PTT sorting out on that mic. And you can't get the original PTT switches, so I'm going to have to try and repair the one that's in it. If not, I'll think of a modification. Think something up. So, basically guys, we can put them there and then they won't fall behind the radiator. And I won't lose my radios. That mic, we'll probably keep this mic out because this is a brand new, is it a brand new mic? Can't remember, but what we'll do, we'll keep a nice mic out for. I'll put them mics under that shelf now. Actually, they can go under that shelf. Right. This PMR that can stay there. I can unplug its charger. I don't need it. I don't use that PMR, but it can stay there just for effect, just for an ornament, which really all it's good for these days. It does work though. It's a 16 channel one. It's a Kenwood. Put that power supply on top of there. See, and this is going to be. We've got the lead here to go into the radios from the test set. So we'll just shove that. Under there, out of my way. I need to wipe this desk down, it's got a coffee stain there. But this is going to be my work area, guys. You know, this'll be what you see when I'm working in here in future. You know, and there's plenty of room here. I've got all this space here, guys. I've got one of those green mats coming. We've got to have a green mat. We've got a green mat coming. So we don't ruin our workspace, so don't ruin our desk. Because I paid a lot of money for this desk. Honestly guys, I paid a lot of money for this desk. And if we just get a radio from under here, you know, by the time we'll have our soldering iron here on the left. I've got a little small solder station which has a remote power supply. I'm going to use that in here because I can double tape the solder station unit to the back of the desk and just have the actual iron here. The desoldering iron, I'll probably put it on that side there. I'm not sure yet where that switch is. I'll probably put it there. But as you can see, guys, you know, we've got a radio on the desk here. And we've got plenty of room, you know. We've got, by the time we have a camera above us coming down, it'll look straight down into this. And the nice thing about it is, I can lift that top off, and I can look straight into that from here, and I can work on that. I'm at a nice working height. I'm comfortable. My chair's not too high off the job because this bench is a bit lower than the bench in the workshop. This is a bit lower, this bench. So and I've done my arming and all, guys. I don't know what I've done, but at some point in my sleep I've done myself a mischief. I've done something not right. But you know, and this is a little Harrier. This is one that we put mid-band in. We've done a few of them. We've got an Harrier CBX. I've got a, what do you call it there? I might put mid-band in if it'll fit. I need to have a word with my friend the Microchips. Get another board off him. I've got a Cybernet Beta 3000. I might put mid-band in it. But this is going to be primarily, guys, the workspace. You know, this is the workspace, and this is where we're going to be working and doing the radios. And as I say, we've got the test set there. The test set is right next to us, so we can look at. We'll have a camera. We'll probably have camera 2 on the test set. Camera 3 will be above us. Camera 1 will be where it always has been. And we can, we can, I think it's going to be a lot easier, and I think you guys are going to enjoy watching me do this, and we'll talk a bit about how the test set works, stuff like that. I'll show you. We've got the keyboard here right in front of us now, so we don't have to mess about moving the keyboard. The keyboard can stay, the keyboard for the computer. I'll feed the wires round the back and everything, get it all nice and neat. That can stay in front of the radios here. That's okay there, so if I need to type I can do it. We're going to put a green mat. We're going to give this a good cleaning because there's a coffee stain or something there. We're going to give the whole bench a good cleaning. But with that being said, guys, right, I paid a lot of money for this bench. This wasn't cheap, and it wasn't cheap because it's made out of metal. It's good quality shit. It's not rubbish, this. And it even came, believe it or not, it even came with a colour assembly guide. Normally you just get one piece of paper. This thing came with a book almost, and it's shown you step by step how to put the frame. You had to put the frame and everything together, and it's shown you how to do it. Really, really nicely, and but yeah, I think this is the way we need to go. We've got 1 or 2 spare plug sockets spare on our sockets there. We've got 10 sockets down there. We've got 5 on either side, so we need a socket for the iron and a socket for the desoldering pump. We've got 2 sockets there at the front, and I think there's 2 sockets at the back of that unit, and that's an anti-surge doofer as well. We've got a spare socket. There's a double socket under here. There's a spare plug there, which we can plug something in if we need to. We need another socket for the camera. That's going to come from the ceiling. I may have to extend the power supply lead for that camera. I don't know. Maybe not. It depends on how long the lead is. I can't remember. But no, I don't think I will actually, because they plug in. They come down. They come from the camera, and they come to they go to obviously a power supply box. And they go to a power supply, and on the other end it's a figure of 8 cable. So no, I can probably just stick it to the wall with double-sided tape, make everything look nice and neat, and stick the power supply, or just rest it on the fucking radiator there, because this radiator never goes on. I mean, it might in the winter now because there's no radios in front of it, but there is a test set there, and we've got stuff under the bench. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 radios. There should be a York 863 somewhere. York 861, sorry. Should be a little York somewhere. I don't know where that is. We've not seen that for a bit. but it's in here somewhere. There's a Harrier, the Harrier CBX, the Cybernet Beta 3000. That's there. The York's here somewhere, because it needs the capacitors on the mic socket doing on that York. Oh, you're back, Jason. Oh, good fella. So this is going to be the work area here, guys, and I've got plenty of space there. You know, there's plenty. There's a lot of. In fact, I think there's more space here, even with them radios there. I think there's more space here than what there is on bench 1 in the workshop. But this is what we're going to be doing, guys. The camera's going up there. It's going to be camera, what I'm using at the moment as camera 2 in the workshop, that's going to become camera 3 in here. I'm going to put that camera in here because it's remote control. This camera can stay there. I would like to use the JVC camera, but the reason why I'm not going to is because it's got like a mic boom on it, which I made a special end for, so I could point it at the test set. But I won't need to do that because I can use that with a tripod and it won't be in my way. I can put it on the far side of the jukebox, on the far side of the bench, and so we'll have a camera, if you like, looking down on the job, which is what we want, and we can zoom in then with the remote control. Hello, Ridley. How are you doing, my friend? I've not seen you for it. Hey, you've not been in prison, have you? Just kidding, my friend. Yeah, so what I'm doing, I'm just doing a bit of an update, a bit of a channel update, just for those that have joined. We're doing a bit of a channel update, and if I stay on camera 2 for a minute, I will just show you what I've actually done so far. We've put another cabinet in here. Right, that's the cabinet I've got in here, and we've put the homemade home base in there. It's not connected up because we're not going to use it at the moment. So, oh, hang on. There we go. I'll move a bit further back. Right, so that's me cabinet. I bought it off the Mildred. Gave his daughter I bought it off the Mildred's daughter. I gave her 15 quid, and look at the quality of that. I mean, it's an old cabinet, but bloody hell, what a beauty. I mean, it's really made out of thick stuff. I mean, you're not going to wreck that. I was going to turn it into a hi-fi unit, but I thought, well, I need it more in here. So we're going to use that as an auxiliary, as extra space. We're going to be putting tools in there. We've got 4 drawers there. They're not very deep, but we've got 4 good quality drawers. We can put tools like an extra bobbin, solder and stuff like that in there. Tools that are not used all the time can be put in there. You know, stuff that comes out once in a while. Like I've got some test instruments, which are small test instruments. I don't use them because I use the test set. And the test set, for those that want to see it, is actually there. Forgive my shirt, guys. There we go. If I zoom in, there's the test set. It's not on at the moment. It doesn't have to be. It's been. It only just fit on this desk though, guys. It only just fit on here. Look at the size of it. It took me and Christine, it took 2 of us to carry that in here. That thing weighs a ton. I mean, I could have carried it on my own, but I didn't want to run the risk of damaging it, banging it. So I said to Christine, give me a lift. We'll both carry it between us, so we did. Because I didn't want to run the risk of banging it or damaging it. Because I paid a lot of money for that, guys, as you know. I paid a lot of money for that. Now, if I move, there's the computer, where it's always been. Now that's, if you remember, guys, that's where the radios used to be. Just where them 4 radios are there. That's where the radios used to be. But what I've done, I've moved, hang on, there we go. I've moved the radios. Oh, I've gone past them. I've moved the radios to there, and that's where the reel-to-reel and amplifier were. That's where that lot was. And so, you know, we've got room now for our radios, our keyboard. We've got our ubiquitous Nintendo Switch. I've got to have that there. My daughter bought me that. I do like to have a bit of gameplay and unwind now and again. I've got my 3DS there as well, which my daughter also bought me. Yeah. And you know, if I come back this way, then that's all the space there that I need. I always look under the bench. There's there's 3 of them realistic walkie-talkies. I've got another one up on the windowsill there. There's some 3 rigs I mentioned before, and there's the Voco Pro Gigman karaoke machine. That needs a laser, and I bought the laser for it. I've just not got round to installing it yet, but that needs a laser because it does work, but it's a bit hit and miss. You know, sometimes it'll take a while to read the track, otherwise other times it'll do it pretty much quick, and you know, that's how it is. You know, there's the power supply, and if we go onto the bench, you see that little box there with the gold plugs on, the gold plated plugs. Well, that's an extension to our power supply, so that we don't have to plug things in down there. We've got it up on the bench. That's a box I made up a few months ago, so I could plug everything in and everything has its place, and we don't have to mess with anything. And I'm going to plug the test leads, the power leads that I've got, the one into I call it the one into many, because it covers Cybernet, Uniden, and Maxcom, or Maxon rather, which is a lot of covers a lot of radios, and you get the odd one where you have to use a crocodile clip to connect it, but you know, that's only on the odd radio. So we're going to be plugging that into there, and then, you know, then we can use the same power supply. We can use the same power supply, so it means I don't have to bring another power supply in, because that power supply there, guys, that's a 25 amp power supply. That's a Zurich 25 amp power supply, and I've had that for years. You know, I've even repaired it once. I like it that much. I actually repaired it. I put a new rectifier. The rectifier died, so I put a new rectifier in it, because I like the power supply that much. I thought, well, it's worth repairing it. Anything that's good is worth spending the time to put it right if you like it. You know, so, you know, let's just move that off there. There we go. Just bring it to there. That'll do us. So, you know, let's see, should we see if we've got anything chundering away on 19 on the radio.
One of them's coming upstairs now, so just to go through, find out in a minute. Well, sounds early, I've got things to do, you know. My mum's bad on her legs, John, so one of us go through, fucking carry it.
Should we see who's on? Afternoon, guys, it's Andy Apollo. Who's about?
Andy Apollo, are you, mate? Live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're currently on YouTube. I'm just doing a channel update. I know Scouts John's there. You alright, John?
Yeah, go on, I'm having a cup of tea, you know.
Hey, Roger Dodger. Yeah, nice to hear you on. I don't get on myself. I might in future because what I'm doing here, guys, I'm setting up a workshop in the shack so that I can repair radios in here, and I don't have to do them in the workshop and juggle record players about. Yeah, I repair old vintage record players, John. I've done it since I was a kid. I mean, there's nothing about a BSR changer or a Garrard I don't know. Honestly, I can pull them apart in my sleep.
You want to keep your mouth shut, love, because I'm in this house 24 hours a day, and if I hear one more word about you calling me, I'm going to the police. I've had enough of it. There you go. Shut up. You've heard it. How about fuck off? What? No, you're just saying that he's been round here. So, he hasn't. Has he? No, and he won't be coming round here. There you go. There's your answer.
Who's that?
Yeah, someone has called you a name, so that's a bit unreal, that. Can your mum on here threaten us with a switch beer?
Whoever that is, are close. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Yeah, so that's that anyway. Let's leave that where it is. Somebody's told his mum and she's got on and give him a good sherricking. I don't know, guys. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're this is what we're hoping to do. Well, we're not hoping to do it, guys. I need to have a shave in a bit and all. We're not hoping to do it. It's something we are going to do. We are going to be doing repairs in here, and I've ordered a, what do you call it? Like I say, straighten that aerial up. Like I say, I've ordered another green mat which will go on here. We'll give this all a good wash down. Put the green mat on, and what I'll do, I've got a staple gun with some brad nails, and what we'll do, we'll dunch a couple of brad nails in so the mat can't move, because it'll never have to come off. And we'll bring a selection of components in here like resistors, capacitors. What we'll do, we'll order stuff that we need for radios, the kind of things that you would need for doing, like low voltage disc capacitors and high microfarad stuff, and stuff in the nanofarad and picofarad range that you use a lot of on radios, stuff like that. We'll order stuff like that in, and we'll keep stuff. We'll have a box of electrolytics in the one of the drawers there. A box or two of resistors. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff in the drawer in the workshop. We can bring some of that stuff in here. What I'm going to do today, guys, I'm going to go in there with a box in a bit, and I'm going to sort out, I'm going to do it, guys, I'm going to sort out all my tools, and I'm going to bring some tools that are going to live in this workshop. They're going to live in this shack. They'll live in the drawer there. I'll put them in this drawer here, which is nearer to me. It would have been nice to have that drawer at the top, but that doesn't matter. We'll put them in the drawer next to me here, and we've got places for putting other things as well. And the good strong drawers then. We'll set about finding somewhere to put my reel-to-reel and my reel-to-reel tapes. But yes, I'm really happy with the way this is taking shape. We are getting there. Ignore my junk because you can just see through to my front room. You can see my Amstrad radio cassette which is on the sofa. I've got a record player on there, garage record player on there. Belongs to Burn It Out Matthew. That's been waiting to be done. We've got you know, well, I won't give you an update on the workshop on this channel because that's not what this is about. This is about CBs and stuff, amateur radio, anything to do with communications, two-way communications, radio. That might be Christine. Just heard my gate go bang. Is that the Christine? It's either Christine or my neighbour. It's either Christine or Courtney. So that's what we're going to be doing, guys, and we'll probably do repairs in the day. We'll probably come on in the afternoon and do repairs in here, and you know, because young Tommy's at school during the day. But that being said, though, I wouldn't disturb him in here anyway. It's all right in this room. I wouldn't disturb him, and I don't agree with that. You know, because she has a pretty hard time with him sometimes, and she does her best. You know, the Courtney upstairs, she really does do her best, and she's a good mother to him. Really is. You know, she really is a fantastic mother to him, and you know, yeah. But there we go, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because we knew that was coming up at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let's turn these radios off. And it's easier to adjust these when they're here as well, because it means I'm not reaching out like that. I can just sit here and turn them, and I can read the displays on them because they're closer to me. So we'll turn them off. Turn off to power PSU. It's only these cameras here, these Sonys that go blank. Blankety blank, blankety blank. So this area here is going to be for working on. This area here is for our radios. This area here will be for me cup of tea or me cup of coffee. So if we move some of these mics, move these mics. What we might do, guys, I don't really like mic hooks, but we might put a couple of mic hooks here and there so we can hook our mic. What I might do is make a little board up that I can screw to the wall with some of them little mic hooks on, and I can just hook the mics up out of the way so the mics are not in the way. But yeah, I think it's getting a bit organised in here now. We've got a pair of glasses that we're permanently going to leave in here, so we're going to leave them permanently in here. Our power supply unit extension, we'll get some double-sided tape out in a bit and stick that to the bench, to the desk. The monitor can stay where it is because there's no need for that to be anywhere else other than where I put it. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased. My arm in half aching, guys. I slept on it in my sleep. I'd done summer in my sleep because I woke up and it was in pain. It's eased off a bit now, but not quite as good as it should be. I pulled it. I've done it before and it ached for days and then just went away. Anyway, so that's where we're up to now, guys. So that's, you know, we're going to get this all as we want it. And what I might do, I might put a curtain or something. I've got some books on the ceiling there. There's like a rail with eyes in it, you know, because at one time you could put a fabric partition or curtain up there. So I might get one of those, and that way it'll obstruct the view through to my front room, you see, and you won't see into my front room. Not that it matters, I suppose. You know, just that, you know, you get the odd nosy getter that has to likes to have a look at what you've got. You know. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, my homemade CB fits. It does. It fits perfect, doesn't it? You know, it was almost made. That cabinet was also almost made, wasn't it, for rack-mounted stuff. It does. It fits perfect. Yeah, I was thinking that when I slid it in, I thought, well, that just fits perfect. I mean, that's. I mean, it won't go any further back. So if I plug the aerial and the leads in, it would stick out a bit further. But we're not going to be using the homemade CB anyway, not at the moment. And if we do need to use it, we'll just lift it up onto the top there, because I don't want to drill holes in the back of my cabinet. But that's a good cabinet. That's a good sturdy cabinet. I mean that you know that's made to last, and that top on that, guys. If I feel it underneath, you'll probably find it really is that thick. Oh no, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. I thought it was that thick, but it's not. But that being said, you know, it is substantial, and the drawers are substantial. I mean, when you put a few bits in the drawers, they're not going to fall. The bottom's not going to fall out. Let me just get that realistic off the top of that speaker, because otherwise the ultraviolet rays will get to it and turn it fucking yellow. Put it there for now. Whoops. Yeah. There we go. Right, put that all out there. And I can put these ones on here as well. Look at this lot. Line them all up like soldiers. Look at this lot, guys. Believe it or not, all these do actually work. They've all been serviced and they all work perfect. This one's even got batteries in it. Are they still charged? Yeah. See if we can get anybody. Yeah. Yeah, that's a guy at the roll call, Lee. Yeah. So there we go, guys. We've got four of them realistics. Look at, oh, actually, I think we've got 5, because I think there's one in a box up there. Is that one got, that box got one in it? Yeah, would you believe it, guys? We've got one here in a box. I'll just quickly show you. Let's go to camera 2. What time are we on? Wow, it's 25 to 4. It's 20 to 4. I thought I could hear little Tommy upstairs. He's home from school. Wow, there guys, look at this. It's not brand new in box, but it ain't far off. It's not brand new in box, but it's not far off. Look at this. And it's got a nappy on it. There we go. It's got an extra lanyard there, as they call them, extra strap. This one's got a pair of headphones. It's got a little headphone in there as well, look. It's got a little earphone in it. You can turn it there. It's got a little earphone in it. This is actually it's not got batteries in, has it? No. You never ever leave them with batteries in. This has got a different aerial to the rest, Well, this has got the same aerial as that one there at the end, but the rest of them got dome tops and conical tops on the aerial. But they are realistic aerial, you can tell. They are genuine aerials. But that's that, guys. That's in the box. That's not brand new in the box, but it's as good as damn it. And that's in the box, guys. I've got another one of these boxes. I might put one of those radios in it. Then I've got two in the box. But I mean, they go for good money, these. I might get rid of a couple of them. There you go. There we go, guys. And we'll put that under there on top of that karaoke player for now. It can go under there. Yeah, it even shows you on the box you could buy the optional mic. I've got one. The optional realistic mic. I've actually got two. I've got two of those mics. But they look good there, don't they, guys? Look at that. My army of realistic handhelds. But it just shows, guys, it shows how far we've actually come. It does, doesn't it? It shows how far we've come from the handhelds that were made back in the late 70s, early 80s. Well, they're from 81 onwards then, because they're all CB2781. But I have got some later ones. I've got a later CB2781 from the 90s, and it's smaller than them. And I think they were as big as handhelds got. And I don't count the Midland Porter pack, because that wasn't really handheld. It was a compromise of both. It was a bit of both and a compromise. But yeah. But we've got the test set sorted out. With that squared away. That's in its nice new home. We've got the radios probably won't be staying here, but we've got a nice work area to work on radios here, guys. If I bring the camera back down, there we go. We got from, you know, we got a nice, you know, you can just see my fingers. If I just try and turn that so we can see. There you go. You know, we've got from the side of the test set all the way along here. And there's plenty of room for me to work there. There's plenty. We're going to have a camera above, like I say. We'll have fluorescent light above, so we can. So we'll have a light directly on here, so we can all see what's happening. That'll all be done during the day while young Tommy's at school, so we're not disturbing anybody when we're putting the camera and everything up. You know, and it's going to be, you know, we're going to have the camera so that it covers, well, it'll cover this part of the bench. It doesn't have to cover that part because work's going to be done here. But that's what we're going to do, guys. Yeah, this came even numbered, you know, because there's a number 10 on there. There's number 10 there. I didn't peel the stickers off when I put it together. I just put the bloody thing together. Anyway, 73 is Jason. You take it easy, my friend. And same with you, Ridley. I'm going to make a move now, guys. I'm going to make a move now, guys, because I've got things to do. I need to go and let little fella out for a pee. And I want to get a bit of fresh air as well. You take it easy, guys. This was supposed to be a short update. Well, I never said whether it was long or short. I just put channel update in there. But that's what it was supposed to be. Can I turn this camera here so that I'm more... on me than I am on my junk. No, I can't. The trouble is, guys, I can't get into my bedroom for they've got that much junk. That much. Well, to me, it's not junk. It's disco equipment, a lot of it, and I've got two big H&H speakers, and they're in the way of my cabinet where I put my dressing, my chest of drawers where I keep my clothes. So I can't get get into it until I sort it out. But yeah, we're gonna we're gonna get weaving on this. Hopefully, guys. I know there's been no Friday shack, and there's supposed to be a Wednesday shack. It only happened once, but we are going to be doing. You know, I'm gonna be doing it in here. We'll probably do a shack live in here in the afternoon. If I can do it, we'll do a shack in the afternoon. We'll do a shack. I need to connect some speakers to this computer because it's mute at the moment. There's no bloody sound. So I need to get a set of cheap PC speakers to just plug into it. So, you know, we need to do that. Pair of bloody USB speakers or something. But we are trying. We are getting there, and things will get sorted. And I'm really happy with the way that this is turning out, because everything's falling into place, and it's falling into place just nicely. You take it easy, guys. I'll be back tonight on. We're in the workshop tonight, guys, and we're doing a Dansette RG31 portable radiogram from 1958, I think it is. From about 1957, 58, we're doing it. I say 57, 58 because it's got the BSR. It uses the BSR UA8, the UA14, and the UA14 and UA12. The UA12 was a posh version of the UA14. They came out in 1959, 1960. So, you know, they were the thing for 1959, 1960. So, you know, we know it's late 50s. It's 58 or 57 because of the mechanism that's used, because of the changer. Anyway, the guy doesn't want me to do anything with the changer. The guy just wants me to service the amplifier and the radio. He doesn't want me to do the changes. He'll do them himself. So, you know, he wants to do the changes himself, so we'll leave him to do that. I'd rather do them. You know, I'd like to do them and then I know they're done, but if he wants to do them himself, then I won't touch them. I'll just make sure that the amplifiers all work. If there's a radio, I'll make sure the radio works. I mean, it's only an AM radio. It's medium and long wave. There's not really a great deal on it, so we're not going to do an alignment on that. We're just going to check the radio makes a noise and tunes into at least one station. That's all we're doing. Because that's all we can get. Well, we get 3 stations on AM round here. On medium wave we get Talk Sport and 5 Live, and on long wave we get Radio 4. So as long as it picks them up, we're not going to mess with the alignment. We're not even going to tickle it a bit to make it better. There's no need. Besides, them Dansette's only a TRF set anyway, pretty much. They're pretty much just a TRF, which is tuned radio frequency. There's not much in the way of an IF in them. But yeah, they're basically a TRF set. But they were alright for back in the day. I mean, when there was plenty of stations on medium wave. I mean, at one time it was heaving. But You know, them days are gone, guys. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you very much for coming in. Those of you that did come in. We've got a couple in. I don't know how many watchers we got, but because I've not got my phone with me to check it. But, you know, we got a few people in. Thank you very much, guys. You're more than welcome. And I will be back in the shack once we get the cameras up and we get the bench sorted out. But we're starting to move stuff into here that we're going to need. Like, we're going to bring the soldering station in. We're going to bring the... What I might do, actually, I might put the solder station, the desolder pump, I might put that on top of the test set, at the back of the test set. It's out of the way then, and it's there when it needs to be used, because there's plenty of lead and hose on it, so vacuum hose and lead on it, to reach from there to here, no problem. Anyway, guys, you all take it easy. I'll be back this way when we get everything set up. I will keep you updated. Don't worry, I've not forgot about this channel. Like, share, subscribe, and, you know, buy me a coffee if you want to, and I'll be back as soon as. Bye for now, guys and girls, and thank you very much. Most of all, thank you very much for your support and for your patience. It really, really, really is appreciated. Thank you very much, guys and girls. Catch you later. Bye.